Coming up on At Your Leisure.
Hi, I'm Ria Rossi Booth.
And I'm Chad Booth. We are off to find adventure with a new adventure company.
I'm Brett Pennefather on the North Island of New Zealand for a once-in-a-lifetime cycling adventure.
Then get your hard hats and pickaxe ready as the AYL crew takes off on another trail ride with some great historical significance at the Copper Globe Mine.
Hey Ria, I like the new shades. Look at that.
Yeah, I can see through them. So when I'm driving, it's not a problem.
Exactly, that's the whole idea.
Welcome to At Your Leisure, everybody. I'm Ria Rossi Booth.
And I'm Chad Booth, and we are out with a new division of Jorgensen Powersports. It's called JP Adventures. Now, this isn't just like, oh, let's go for an ATV ride. This is an entirely different thing that involves all kinds of outdoor recreation, and it's customizable. We should find out about it.
It's a great day. We're in Sand Hollow in Hurricane, Utah. We're enjoying the outdoors, the freedom. I mean, look at this view. Doesn't get any better than that. I moved into Utah 14 years ago. My first event, I was working with a manufacturer, Yamaha Motor Corporation at the time. Met Gabe. I had never been to Moab and I was excited, but I couldn't get on the trail, and he gladly took me out on the trail. And one of the things that really amazed me, he was mindful of others, mountain bikers, other Jeepers, other side-by-sides. We'd slow down, didn't dust them. We'd see a mountain biker, a hiker, hey, you got water? Hey, you need something? And that just kind of inspired me. And then I every year I'd come back down for these events, and I was already looking at the whole adventure thing, but wasn't exactly sure what I wanted to do. I'd say he kind of put it in my head, just seeing what he did. It was just like, that's awesome. So I was seeing all the dealers in this area, and one of them was Jorgensen Powersports. Great outdoor people. They sell all the products you can think of. So the owner and his family took me out and showed me this cool cabin and a lodge that he was building in this vast area, Fish Lake and Sheep Valley. Just a beautiful, gorgeous area. So the idea spawned, let's do an adventure company. Let's share this with people. So we're gonna be able to customize adventures. We're gonna be able to do corporate events, family events. We've got Fish Lake is a nice lake to fish on, boat on, mountain biking, hiking, side-by-sides like we are today. They also own a Ford and a Chevy dealer. So we can do things with Raptors and Jeeps and Broncos, and I mean, just you can think of it, you dream it, we can make it happen.
I just love it when new innovation comes along and a new idea takes root and really becomes something in outdoor recreation. So much fun.
It really is. And you know what? Speaking of adventure, we're heading off to our next adventure. Don't go away.
Deep in the heart of the North Island of New Zealand is a perfect family adventure that is entertaining as well as informative.
The Timber Trail is an 84-kilometer cycle trail that was built where they used to extract timber from the natural bush. Once they'd stopped extracting timber, there was a group of people, the Prime Minister at the time of New Zealand being one of the main people, who decided that they wanted a trail that went all the way through New Zealand.
Besides beautiful, it's also well laid out with all the facilities you could need.
The Timber Trail is part of the New Zealand cycle network that goes the full length of the country, so people can ride from north to south or south to north, and the Timber Trail is one of the more spectacular scenic sections on the North Island.
It's a perfect repurposing of infrastructure that would have otherwise been forgotten.
Where there were tracks for trains, they moved those out and they put gravel on, and it worked out that it would make a fantastic 2-day cycle trail.
It's 2 40-kilometer days, so over 80 Ks in total, but it's track that most people can ride. It's hard enough that a decent cyclist gets a good ride, but it's also easy enough or not overly technical that the people who aren't confident riders can still have a really good time. So for a family group, it's perfect because you can get the whole family riding together and having an amazing time.
Well-placed rest points are spread out throughout the 2 days ride.
So it's a fantastic trail, goes through a lot of native bush and lots of historical sites to see because of the fact that it was an old timber trail.
I think that the timber trail probably doesn't lend itself to specific favorite moments. It's more of an overall experience. The suspension bridges are out of this world. They are high and long, and the engineering that's gone into them purely for a mountain bike trail is incredible. So if one thing stands out more than anything, it's probably riding over those suspension bridges.
As with any adventure, there are supposed to be some challenges.
New Zealand is quite different to most places in the world, where we're a couple of tiny little islands at the bottom of the world where weather happens quite fast and it's quite extreme. So do your homework and don't just pack for the Instagram day. There can be all weather at any time, so even if it's a beautiful day, make sure that you're properly prepared. And we used Camp Epic, which is a glamping company that set up the shuttles for us. They transported all our food and overnight gear to their camp, and so they provided us with up-to-date weather reports prior to going, so we knew what to expect. And when we got into camp after a very wet, very cold, very windy day, all our warm, dry clothes were waiting for us in fantastic safari tents with what some might call the best showers in New Zealand ready for us, and a cold beer, so can't ask for much more.
Either train quite hard if you're going to use a normal mountain bike, or else hire an e-bike. Those are the main things, because it's not easy. The first day particularly is quite hard. There's a lot of climbing to do. Make sure that you've got reasonable biking skills, because there are places where you can crash, but fitness is the big thing, especially on the first day.
With a total of almost 53 miles, there's still never a dull moment. The Timber Trail is a perfect adventure to create lasting family memories. From the beautiful North Island of New Zealand, I'm Brett Pennefather.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure. We're out with the JP Adventure crew. I mean, this is sport adventures at its best, and this is just such a novel concept.
Yeah, this is fun for everyone. It's Jorgensen stores on steroids.
Yeah,
And that's how much fun they are. Yeah.
This is actually true. You know, when we were trying to understand what the whole process was, we kept thinking, well, this is a tour company. It's not really just a tour company where you sign up for a 3-hour tour and they give you lunch. That's not the concept.
No, it's like a travel agency. They have different packages that you can do with different types of, outdoor adventures. Mm-hmm. And it's just a brilliant idea.
And it's all customizable.
Right.
Let's let them explain it better.
So the idea is we're going to customize some of these events in that area. It's the Butch Cassidy Sundance Kid and the Outlaw Trail came through that, so we're going to build some adventures based off of that too. Kind of mix up a little bit. We have side-by-sides. We'll go to overlooks like this, a gourmet type lunch or dinner out there. We'll also have stops where we're going to set up some shooting ranges.
I really like it when I can come out and show people what they're capable of if they want to learn and fix their machines the way they should. Come out and just meet people, help people. I always throw in extra waters. I don't know how many waters I've given away out here to people that weren't prepared. And to give them to bicycle guys, I mean, it changes their whole outlook sometimes on our industry.
That's a great point. I mean, the trails are all of ours. Horseback riders, hikers, mountain bikers, side-by-side jeepers. We need to work together to keep these open and just be a brotherhood.
Because we have so much open land to go riding with the BLM and the Forest Service. And if we treat our land good, we'll have it for a while.
And the other truly cool thing about it is like this area, you go 2 hours that way, it's completely different. You go 2 hours that way, it's completely different. It's such a unique landscape.
I think it's fun just kind of like the community. I mean, I ride with my group, but even when we stop, people stop with us, we hang out with them, talk to them. Everyone seems extremely friendly. Advice on, you know, some of the hills we hit or even some of the trails we climb. Just fun to get away, little vacation.
Oh, just burying her in the sand. Gonna turn into a mermaid.
Porter, I came here before once.
You been here before?
Good. So we've got our website, jpsportadventures.com. I would say that the sky's the limit. If you see something that you'd like to do or you have an idea, shoot out to us. You can contact us through the website. I'm sure we can come up with something that'll make it absolutely positively unique and memorable, lifetime memories.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure, everybody. We are hanging out here in Sand Hollow.
Well, yeah.
We're literally hanging.
He's hanging out.
He's hanging.
We're watching.
And look, he's not even sweating.
No, he's not.
He's totally calm.
Well, that's the unique thing about this adventure here, is that when you go out with JP Sports Adventures, they tailor the event or the tour to what you're interested in. If you want it to be mountain bikes, it'll be mountain bikes. You want it to push your envelope on doing rock crawling and obstacles, that's what it'll be. If you want to shoot guns, that's what it'll be.
You know what? It's everything that their store is made of, which is so brilliant. I mean, and
That's true.
they're building a lodge?
They're building a lodge. So
Wow.
This is not just down here at Sand Hollow in the Red Rock country. They're building a mountain lodge with the same kinds of opportunities up in the middle of the state.
Oh.
So you're going to want to watch for that. They've already hired a gourmet chef who's going to be doing all the cooking. It's cool.
Well, you know what? When you're outdoors playing, you're hungry all the time.
Let's get some more details
Trust me.
about it. Yeah.
We are Canyons and Chefs. We are an adventure culinary company that focuses on live fire and cast iron styles of cooking. And this evening we're out here putting on a really bougie picnic for these lovely people in the hollow of Sand Hollow. So we have some short ribs going, some Dutch oven potato hash with pork belly, a little roasted hatch chili and corn pudding, some house-made bread, everything cooked over the coals and over the fire. Have this lovely little set of pillows and blankets, a comfy little nook for everybody to hang out and just eat really great food and have a good time. The chemical reactions that take place over super high heat backed by smoke are flavors that just can't be replicated in an oven or on a stove or really any place else. It's an ancient art that has stood the test of time. Nothing quite like food over a fire. It just, it has that certain je ne sais quoi. Yeah, this is kind of our bag. Just maybe not necessarily this specific thing, but just taking outdoor adventure and fine food and drink and, putting them together. And that takes a lot of different forms. We do, obviously, things like this, but we do kind of bougie backpacking trips, glamping. We do pop-up restaurant events. If there's a way to kind of marry the lovely wilderness of the Southwest with good food, we find a way to do it. Well, this is my office. These are my co-workers, and it's much better than most things that most people could do for a living. We have a lot of passion and a lot of pride in what we do, and combining all the things that are important to me, food, fire, and the outdoors, it really doesn't get any better than this.
Well, really, if you think about it, Ria, with how you can customize one of these adventures, they really are unique. The opportunities are endless.
Oh, absolutely. You just go hang out with them and they know right where to go. They take the worry out of it.
Indeed. Well, right now it's time for us to get on to our next adventure of the day.
Farron, Utah is a small town, but a big-hearted community, and it has an assortment of excellent adventures waiting for you right outside of town.
Farron is an awesome, quaint little town. A small town feel where people really like each other, people really look out for each other, and we are so proud of our surroundings. We have the mountains and the desert and feel like we have the best of both worlds.
It's easy to see why the locals are so fond of the region, with this wonderful network of scenic and challenging trails winding through the grandeur of San Rafael's swell.
So we left Farron and came out and got on Eva Conover Trail, and we're gonna go down to I-70 and then cross it and go down to Copper Globe and then head back home a different way. It's a great day out here today. Perfect time to come out here in the springtime before it gets hot.
Miles and miles of fascinating routes from Farron, providing a great variety of fun for any off-road enthusiast.
The terrain is basically everything from graveled roads to pretty rocky, but there's endless riding to do out here.
The well-hidden twists and turns in this part of the San Rafael swell are sure to entertain visitors from near and far.
That's my first time doing it, and it's definitely amazing. It's like such a different feeling from anything else. Like you feel connected to the nature when you come here, like views that you've never seen before. You cannot get here with a truck or a car. Like it doesn't fit here. So side by side is like perfect for it.
The desert, canyons, and mountains don't only provide a playground, but also a perfect spot for families learning about and loving the outdoors.
To come out here, it's just beautiful to get out of the chaos of all the cars, get down here where you can walk in the sand and drive and meet people from all over the country. It's an awesome place to be able to come. Below that young man up there, you can kind of see the dinosaur tracks where they've maybe crawled up through there. You know, it's something that we've been told. So it's kind of a unique place down here for people to come and see.
There's something to capture the imagination of everyone. Nature and history, abundant enough to satisfy the deepest curiosity.
We're here in the rocks. We're finding these. We're going on a side-by-side ride, and it's Copper Globe. We are having fun out here in the desert.
Well, the decision seems to be unanimous. Locals and visitors love Farron with its easily accessible trails.
First time being here in Farron, so it's pretty cool. Epic views, steep trails, it's awesome here. Just come into Utah. People think Utah has actually nothing, it's just a desert, but Utah is an awesome state. It's definitely worth it to come.
With so much to see out here, there's no better way to experience it than engaging a 4x4 and getting to it.
It's just been the last couple of years that we've been involved in riding ATVs and really getting out there and seeing some of this beautiful stuff that's right in our backyard.
And what a magnificent yard it is. For this week's Where To, I'm Terry Wood.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure. We're out with the JP Sport Adventure crew, and it's been so much fun trying to wrap our heads around something that's so unique and so sophisticated in outdoor entertainment or recreation as this is.
Yeah, no kidding. Like this flag. Gabe put this up many years ago, and they change this flag out like every month because it becomes tattered like this. And this is just a beautiful thing that we stood up here and said Pledge Allegiance, and it's just, it really makes you proud to be an American. God bless America and this beautiful country. It is so beautiful out here.
Well, you fold this up and hold on to it, because I'm going to build a scale model World War II battleship, and I'm going to fly this on the mast.
Oh, good, in our backyard.
In our backyard, you got it. All right. Well, listen, we got a lot of fun stuff in front of us yet. Let's start with a look at next week's show.
Next week, Chad and I are joining up with the guys from Green River as we head out for a little early watermelon festivities at the annual Watermelon Crawl.
Then we're headed back to the Red Rock country, but this time we are doing some rock crawling in Ready for it? Moab, with one group who is visiting the area for their first time.
Finally, Brett Hermanson has the inside scoop on the all-new electric dual sport bike that actually has the off-road capabilities to handle the trails like a true off-road dirt bike.
Now, let's take a look at our contest winner.
This week's contest winner was spotted on the trail at the Big Ride, and his license plate number U08NR. And it looks like they are the lucky winners of a Clearly Tough windshield for their rig.
Clearly Tough offers the strongest windshields on the market. Visit clearlytough.com for more information.
Now let's take a look at our calendar of events.
First up, May 24th and 25th at the Millard County Fairgrounds in Delta, it's the Classic Rock Crawl, which is the best way to come see some extreme rock crawling up close. Visit deltaclassicrockcrawl.com to stay up to date.
Then, May 29th to June 1st is the Outlaw ATV Jamboree in Uintah County. Come on down to Vernal and spend the extended weekend where the outlaws once rode and dinosaurs roamed on some amazing guided ATV trails. Visit strideevents.com for more information.
And be sure to visit our events page at ayltv.com to stay up to date on all the great jamboree and off-road and outdoor events that are going to be happening throughout the year.
Well, we've had a lot of fun today, and this is the last of the Mohicans. You noticed our group was a little bigger when we started.
Yes, but they're not buried under the sand, okay? They just kind of went, maybe, that's right.
This was a beautiful ride.
But I do want to say something about this venture, okay? You have a lot of talented people, a lot of former dealers and people that know machinery and know outdoor recreation, from factory reps for Yamaha and Kawasaki to former side-by-side dealers in Ogden and Arizona and the whole 9 yards. This is a group of people who really know what they're doing, and they know how to have fun. So it's going to make a great opportunity for you to explore the possibility of doing a JP Sport Adventure Tour.
It's going to be the new wave. They're right at everybody.
Anyway, remember, just like we discovered today, there is adventure around every bend.
You just got to get out there and create your own adventure at your leisure.